much for everyone to join us today, especially those even that gonna read and actually watch our review later on within the YouTube channel. My name is Sam, international student, coming from Italy, actually. I came to the United States the very first time, 2019, to California. I started my journey within a community college, so a little bit non-traditional to that extent. Afterward, I transitioned into a four-year institution, Menlo College, located in Silicon Valley. I always loved the idea of working within finance and technology, and I thought that a move to California would have been one of the best approach ever, right? So I started my journey, and one of the cool feature within our program is the CPT. As part of your international students, you definitely know the two different components, the two advantages that are provided to us. One is the OPT, and that comes after graduation. But while you're still in school, especially after completing your first year of college, you have the opportunity to intern as a CPT. It allows you to work within the United States and even abroad, actually, and recognize yourself for working outside and at the same time leveraging some work experience. So I started my career actually at PwC, working remotely for their Dubai offices. And I've been working for them for quite some time, it's almost a year. And then I came to my graduation day. I graduated December 22, and I found myself kind of in a hot position. Let's put it down that way. Because I had to figure out what to do with my career. I was working with PwC in Dubai, and I was offered a job for PwC within the United States. We tried to go through the process on an H1B. It actually didn't work out for lottery, of course. You definitely know how that's gonna work out. So I had to plan about plan B. So it's a different strategy. Let's say we kind of had to run through it because probably the regulation allow you to stay within the United States for up to 60 days after the visa. So what I did, and the most important portion for me, was to reconnect with my university. As you know, you have two different opportunities while you try to enter the workplace after the OPT. So, one perspective is joining the H1B and going through a lottery if a for-profit organization wants to sponsor you, right? If that case doesn't go through, there's always an opportunity to join an H1B non-exempt. These are, I would say, non-for-profit institution, like could be, for example, a university, a government, or a research institute for that extent. And they don't have to go through a lottery. So I'm not saying is a 100% success rate to that extent, but you definitely have way more probability to actually secure your H1B. Now, when it comes to the H1B component for non-cap exempt, it's pretty hard to convert it to a cap exempt. So I'm not gonna go through the law behind it, but I would definitely say while you're looking for job opportunities, don't focus merely on industry because there's other opportunities. I would always say for every doors that close, there's always gonna be another one that's gonna open up. All right. So coming back to the job hopping and at the same time the job search feature that I've utilized within my career, I would definitely say start as early as possible. Since you are in college, you have the opportunity to be a freshman, a sophomore, and of course you can keep going, right? But the most important thing is to capitalize on the time you have within the United States. The F1 visa come to a specific length, usually is 4 to 5 years, depends on the institution and your path. But overall, it's really crucial to start networking. Networking has been really crucial for me within the United States, specifically within the Silicon Valley. I had exposure to a lot of different companies, and at the same time, those chit chats sometimes can potentially become job offers. But again, is not just merely networking perspective, at the same time is really important to leverage your social media, your social network. I always say you have to create a brand for yourself, especially as an international student coming from Italy, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you can see yourself in my shoes to that extent. It's pretty hard to share your presence within the United States because we come here with a big luggage and a lot of hopes, all right? It's really crucial to start understanding how we can contribute to the American society to that extent and what we can contribute to a company and how we can get and secure the sponsorship afterward, okay? So I would say the most important thing is create your network, create your brand, And in order to brand yourself, you can definitely use different techniques. LinkedIn profiles is one of the most important thing. I would say create a personal website and a portfolio of your major project that you have accomplished. Doesn't have to be professional project. I would merely say that there's opportunity to even use academic work, for example, publication if you're interested to that extent, or even major projects that you have delivered for a capstone class or an internship class. Overall, I would say it's really nice to provide your future employer with a portfolio of what you're capable of. Okay. If I were to provide you with another great opportunity for you, is definitely attend a lot of job fairs. I have to admit, I've been pretty lucky living in San Francisco. We have a lot of job fairs, at the same time, a lot of career development opportunities. It's a matter of always showing up and try to connect with different people. You never know who you're gonna meet and what they can offer to you. And of course, you should be mutual, right? To that extent, it's not just try to get something out of people. We have to try to contribute to their lives as well. It can be through a business, can be just sharing ideas, but I would say that overall, really important. Networking purposes, it's one of the most crucial thing. And I would say, it's a little bit different the way the business operate within the United States from a European perspective like mine. And I'm pretty sure that it works differently across the globe. All right. Um, One of the few questions I usually receive as an international student was which industry and which path you would like to pursue. I would say keep yourself a little bit open-minded to that extent. There's not just one right way to pursue happiness and at the same time a job opportunity. I would definitely say keep your horizons pretty open and at the same time keep connecting. Every single person that maybe you don't know on this platform, even on literally right now on this Zoom call, probably no one knows anyone in this conversation right now, maybe just a couple of you possibly, right? But maybe there's someone that has a contact that can be beneficial to me or to you as well, right? So I would always say try to connect to the majority of people or whoever you can and try to expand your network. I'm actually gonna do something for each and every one of you. I'm gonna put down my contact information for LinkedIn. And what I always say to people is I'm not saying that I have a big network behind my shoulders, but please feel free to look within my contacts. And if you would like to have a referral on any sort of connection with people I personally know, more than willing, anytime. And I think that this openness that you should approach to other people as well is definitely crucial for your successful journey within the United States. I don't want to take too much of the time within the call. I would like to open to any question you may have, and I'm going to be available for it, even outside. If you want, you can contact me through LinkedIn as well on a private message, and we can start a conversation that way as well, even offline. Okay.